Hi, I'm Don't Cry Will, and this is the making of my Cyber Umi Sonoda cosplay. And you can see her outfit is on the left. So some of the items were gifted to me because I've been planning this cosplay for a really long time. So my sister got me my socks and my headphones. I did not make them. And then the fabric that I used for the dress was from my boyfriend Nick. Adding this to the budget, it cost $195.04, but I had spent $102.82 on it. So for patterning, I used a combination of flat patterning and draping techniques to make sure that it was just perfect. And what really helped me was getting some photos from my friend Whimsy of her cyber cosplays so that I could have a good idea of what I was working with. Then I have my actual fabric that I was making it with. So I have my dress fabric, which you can see it's a blue shimmer vinyl, then also my lining, and I made a little back panel for the corset. Here is the next part of my cosplay where I added on the top trim and attached the corset panel to the top using the corset trim, and I used the corset trim from Yaya Han because I felt like it would be stronger than just using the top trim, which is what you usually see in cyber cosplays. So here I had changed it a little bit so because I wanted to add a zipper into the side, and then I also added on the pleated skirt. Below you can see the finished result of that, and then also me trying it on and making sure that it fit. Here we have me adding on the triangles, adding on the black straps, and then also the ribbon for the corset back. I also made a bow out of clear vinyl. I lined it using Cricut vinyl, and then also added the triangles using Cricut vinyl. For the Umi decal, it's made out of Sportflex vinyl from Cricut, and also the flower is made out of the same vinyl that I used for the bow and the dress because I wanted it all to look cohesive. Here I have the attaching of my LED lights. Unfortunately, they only come in like either 6 meters or 25 meters, so I ended up adding on a 6-inch LED light that I had to attach to another battery pack. Here is the underskirt that I made out of glitter tulle, and then I added some Christmas lights to it. Some of them are sewn on, some of them are glued on, but they were securely attached. So then I made my choker or my collar, whichever one you wanted to call it. I had put blue ribbon on the edge of some trim, and then I had laid the trim on top of each other so the blue sides were sticking out, and then sewed it in the middle, and then I glued the white ribbon on top of that because it was very difficult to sew at that point. For the armbands, I had known that I wanted to make it Velcro because usually I have a lot of trouble with cosplay armbands fitting, and this worked out really well because it makes it slightly more adjustable than if it wasn't Velcro. Lastly, I had made the gloves, which were patterned off of my Cheer Umi gloves. I had just made them a little shorter for this project, and then I added some more Sportflex iron-on for the stripes. So the making of the bracelets was really the intense part of the accessory process. I had never really worked with clay before, this was my first time, but I am happy about how they turned out. So I started with some rectangular flat shapes. I had formed them into the triangles that you see here. After that I had painted them with some glow paint so they would glow under like a black light, but they really are just neon in general. And then I had used Gorilla Glue to get them together and weighted them down with some very creative alternatives. But in the picture you can see she's lifting up her wrists and the bracelets are staying, so I figured I should make some bracelet holders to help with that. So I have this kind of like almost bracelet thing that goes around my wrist and it just attaches using Velcro. On the back side there is Velcro too, so that would stick to the Velcro on the bracelets. So after all of that, I was able to put it together, do a mini photo shoot in my bathroom, and then a final photo shoot in Detroit. My mom took these photos, I'm very proud of her and she deserves all of the credit. And then I would also like to thank the judges for listening to my presentation. Thank you.